my beautiful people of Facebook land. It is Dr. Lauren Clum here for take 2 of Specifically Speaking. My apologies. I actually do really pride myself on being on time with these things, 2 p.m. on Tuesdays, but I just recorded a live video here. You might have caught it live, and it was totally sideways. I didn't realize as I was doing it that it was going to be sideways like the whole time. Like I thought it would autocorrect at some point. I don't quite know why. Clearly, technology is not my forte. So what I've decided to do, typically my attitude is done is better than perfect, but in this case, like it would be really difficult and annoying to sit through the sideways video for the 10 or 12 minutes or whatever it was. So I decided to delete it and do it over again. So my apologies for being late with Specifically Speaking, but I'd rather you have a take 2 a little bit late, something that is manageable to watch again in the future, rather than have to sit through a sideways video for too long. So here we are with Specifically Speaking. It is Tuesday, 2 p.m.-ish, and so I wanted to check in with you as I like to do every week and just check in about what's going on here at the office and what's going on in the world of specific chiropractic and what's going on here in the community of Oakland. So thank you for your patience with me. So here in the office, we are right in the midst of our big quarterly raffle. As you know, at the end of June, we will be drawing for the grand prize, which is the zero gravity resting chair that I will be special ordering for the winner. So today being May 15th, we are right in the middle of gathering those raffle entries. So you can get as many entries as you want to. Obviously, the more entries you have, the higher the likelihood of winning. This month, the way to get raffle entries is to check into the office. So when you're here for a visit, whether you're a patient or you come with somebody else, you can check into the Specific Chiropractic Centers Oakland on Facebook, on Instagram. You can tag me. Any of those iterations will get you a raffle entry. And so I'd be happy to add your add your tickets to our bucket. Additionally, I am posting different things on Facebook and Instagram, namely questions of the week about fun stuff to do here in the East Bay, about Mother's Day, things like that. Answering those questions gets you additional raffle entries. So there's all sorts of different ways to build up your raffle entries. I am keeping track of them, putting in a raffle ticket for each one of those things. So feel free to gather up as many as you possibly can to increase your chances of winning the grand prize. And again, at the end of June, we'll be drawing the grand prize, which is the zero gravity resting chair. So very excited about that. So today what I wanted to check in about here on Specifically Speaking was, there's a question that I get a lot, which is, hey, Dr. Lauren, can specific chiropractic help with fill in the blank? And people have all sorts of questions because clearly they want to know if it can help with whatever they're dealing with or something that somebody that they care about is dealing with. And at the end of the day, specific chiropractic care can help with all sorts of different things, but not because specific chiropractic care is a cure for any of those things, but because of a commonality that we see in people that have all of those different kinds of conditions. So I get that can be a little bit confusing. You're like, hey, either it helps or it doesn't. Like, what's the deal? So this is the thing. What we have found is that there is a commonality that many, many people have that are suffering from some kind of health ailment or condition, and that is neurological interference. There's a miscommunication in how their brain and their body are communicating, and that's inhibiting a healing process from happening. So almost regardless of what the symptomatology is, almost regardless of the condition that somebody has, if there's some kind of neurological miscommunication, if that healing process isn't able to be carried out efficiently, the body's not going to respond. The body is going to continue to have chronic symptomatology. That condition is going to continue. And what we've found in our offices is that the commonality is that miscommunication, is that neurological disconnect. And if we can identify that, then we have very, very specific methodologies for figuring out how to get that communication process back on track, how to get that healing process back on track with specific chiropractic care. So the answer is yes, oftentimes specific chiropractic care can help with blah, 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 can help with XYZ condition, but not because of the condition, but rather because of this neurological disconnect, this neurological miscommunication that we find. And that's what the testing is for when you come into the office. So when somebody calls the office and say, hey, I want to, come in and get an adjustment, I can't just see you for one adjustment. I need to do the initial testing to see what the heck is going on with your system, to see if you're a candidate for this type of chiropractic care. Because if so, it's going to make a world of difference for how your body is healing, feeling, and functioning. But if not, this is not the right place for you. And so I want to have testing so that I can figure out if this is the right place for you, if specific chiropractic care is going to help you. And so that's always my answer, is specific chiropractic could potentially help XYZ condition. I don't know for sure until we do some testing. If we find what I suspect we're going to find, because oftentimes there's all sorts of weird stuff going on, and this is the last place that people find themselves. Should be the first place they go, right? But oftentimes it's not. Oftentimes people try everything else under the sun before they come to specific chiropractic. But by the time that they do, we realize there's a major miscommunication going on. The brain and the body are not communicating effectively, and the healing process is totally disrupted, totally interrupted, cannot be completed as it's supposed to be completed because of that neurological interference. So that's what the testing is for that we do here in the office. Once we've determined that there is neurological miscommunication, then we can take some x-rays and see structurally what is going on in your spine that's contributing to this neurological disconnect. With that information, I can put together a very specific plan of action, specific chiropractic care over the course of time to get your body back on track with healing. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what the condition is. It doesn't really matter what the symptomatology is. If we know this neurological disconnect, this neurological miscommunication, we know that the body is going to be able to heal better, more efficiently, if we can get it back on track with that healing process. And that's what we do with specific chiropractic care. So that's the not so short answer to, does specific chiropractic help with fill in the blank? The answer is, let's see if there's an underlying disconnect in how your brain and your body are communicating. Because I suspect that if you're dealing with this on a long-term basis, if you've been dealing with this chronically, if this has not gone away despite doing all sorts of other healthy things for it, for yourself, then oftentimes this is the missing piece. And if we can get this piece on lock, that's where the life-changing results come in and take place. And it's really, really exciting to see and to be a part of. The first step is to do the testing. That's what that is the absolute bottom line. We can talk all day, every day about what's going on, about people that have responded to care in the past, all that kind of stuff. But until we see what's going on with your scans, what's going on with your x-rays, I don't know for sure if I can help you. And that goes for your loved one, your mom, your dad, your husband, whatever the case may be. So let's find out. That's what the testing is for, is so that we can definitively say you are a candidate for specific chiropractic care. And I'll tell you, my commitment is that if I find that you're not, I am absolutely committed to helping you find someone that is going to serve you best, okay? I feel like that's my responsibility as a healthcare practitioner, that if I can't be the one that can help you, as much as I would love for that to be the case, I want to help you. If I can't, then it's my responsibility to find you someone that can, okay? So that's just a commitment that you have from me here at the Specific Chiropractic Centers in Oakland. So let's see. That's the bottom line. When people ask me, hey, can Specific help this? I say, let's see what the testing says. So this is a great time to come in for that testing too, because starting today, May 15th, so May 15th to June 15th, we are giving away prizes to people that come to appointments. So you have an appointment, you bring your friend, you bring your family member, they get a prize. So I'm stocked up on, they're called bone pillows. They're like the little pillows that you use when you rest here at in the zero gravity chairs at the office. So I'm giving those away to anybody that comes to an appointment, okay? So feel free to come in and cash in on your prize. And while you're here, I'd be happy to scan you. The scanning is one part of the testing that we do. And one scan can help me to see if it would make sense to do the full testing protocol, okay? So that'll give me some helpful information to see if it's worth investigating further, because oftentimes it is, and it makes a world of difference. So That's what I wanted to touch base with you about today on Specifically Speaking, so that you better understand what the testing is all about and what the commonality is among all those people that have had such life-changing results with specific chiropractic care. Because sometimes I get it, it can be confusing when you hear stories about high blood pressure and migraine headaches and sciatica and nerve pain. It's like, okay, so chiropractic can help everything? And sometimes the commonality is that neurological miscommunication that's interfering with the body's ability to heal appropriately. And if we can get that piece figured out, man, the body is really, really, really good at healing. So that's a big if, and that's the if that we figure out here at the Specific. So it's pretty fun. So that is it for Specifically Speaking. Again, thank you so much for your patience as I started with a sideways video and had to redo it because I just wasn't okay with done is better than perfect. I was like, nah, let's redo that and make it more perfect. So thanks for your patience. I will see you next week, Tuesday at 2 o'clock for another episode of Specifically Speaking.